We are at the Mammoth dig here. So millions of years before the Black Hills were hills, western South Dakota was a vast plain. At times the seas invaded this area and covered it with successive layers of limestone, sandstone, and shale. Other times the land lay exposed and received additional deposits by erosion. Altogether, about 7,500 feet of flat layers of rock and shale collected during the long interval of accumulation and occasional erosion. Today, the Black Hills region is a geologist's dream, where rocks 2.5 billion years old to thousands of years old tell a complex story of ever-changing landscapes and events. Amazing. Some of the different kinds of rocks around here. Wow. Look at all the different kinds of rock. So here at the Mammoth dig, they do have a sluice box running out here. Apparently you can buy a bag of dirt inside and bring it out here and put it into one of these screens and let the dirt wash away and see what kind of neat stuff you can find. And here's what it says you can find in your bag of dirt here, some of the things you might be able to find. When they've got some gems in there too, you might get some of these.
Bear skulls. Right here we have the giant short-faced bear, which used to be the biggest bear alive, but then he went extinct. So now that title goes to the polar bear. Now there are some differences with these skulls. Obviously one of them is size. The giant short-faced bear is estimated to be 37 times bigger than a polar bear. That's not the only thing though. A small little detail is in the teeth. You can see how the polar bear's teeth are way sharper in the back than the giant short-face. And the reason for that is we actually believe that the giant short-faced bear was more of a scavenger type creature, or as they want me to put it, an opportunistic scavenger. Now, that's not the only reason why we believe that these things were more scavenger-like than predator. Another reason is battle damage. Out of the 12 skulls that we have found of the world, none of them really suggest any battle damage, nor do their bones. Polar bears, on the other hand, they are active hunters, so you get to see dents and cracks with their skeleton all the time. And another difference, this is another size comparison of the back of the skull. It's this part right here. Now, the reason why the giant short-faced bears is so much bigger than the polar bears is because this is where the muscles would attach to his jaw so he can move it up and down. Now, if this was smaller, or if it wasn't there at all, and the muscles tried to attach there in the back or try to grip to something, it wouldn't be able to work. His jaw would just kind of flimse about and he wouldn't be able to articulate it. Now, these with the bat skulls, this is essentially just to show guests how weird skulls could be sometimes, but this is a true vampire bat skull, and it's about 600 times bigger than the original. This is about 300 times bigger than the original. So if you could imagine, their skulls are about the size of my finger and thumb with this little hole. And there are two different kinds of vampire bats. There's the true vampire bat and the greater false vampire bat. Now, the difference between the two is that their teeth. You can see how the true one actually has only 4 fangs in the front and nothing in the back, while the greater false one has these 2 large fangs and teeth in the back. And when a vampire bat does actually quote-unquote suck up blood, it simply just scrapes its teeth on the animal skin, usually cattle because they don't notice them as much, and then they start to lick out the blood. Right behind you is a complete replica of the giant short-faced bear. You can see how long his limbs are for a bear, and this plays out in his favor, in height and in speed. It's estimated that he was able to run up to 31 miles per hour, and then in height, on all fours he would be able to stand about 6 foot. But if you look all the way up to this tree, he would be as tall as a 2-story building. And more reference on that, that means he was able to touch the shoulder of a Colombian mammoth. So, any questions or anything that needs to be